TLIA is the acronym for the Learning Innovation Academy, and the Learning Place Center is cool for people mainly with autism and other learning disabilities.
It's an institute of creativity, science, art, technology, and music.
It's a talent development institution in the creative arts.
We very much support the work and the vision of the Learning Innovation Academy. We believe that it's a much needed space here in Nigeria to give hope for families and individuals who are neurodivergent and have an interest in the creative industries and the creative space. So I think it's absolutely wonderful what's happening here and the potential of what it can become.
There was a lot of work that we had to do to prepare the environment for the events of today, and there was a lot of activities that went on during the event, and even now afterwards there's a lot to be done, but it's all part of creating and curating a wholesome experience for all the members of our community.
We are starting something that is going to birth yet another effective, exclusive, global, by God's grace, piece that will make a lot of people entertained.
This is my first time attending this kind of event.
I love arts, and part of the things that got my attention to attend the event is creativity.
Just seeing people actually show up, constantly, people who are consistent and willing to teach, willing to learn. I think that's what just makes it a big deal.
So she said church, so you have to use church as your
church.
And last word. Yes.
I go to as the last word.
Yeah, so her last word is your first word. So church was her last word. So you have to start with church.
Church normally happens on Sundays.
Sunday is the day of the week.
We have 7 days in a week.
Weekly devotion is fantastic.
Are we going to allow that one? Okay.
Fantastic are we humans?
Humans are varied personalities.
Personalities vary from person to person.
Persons are amazing.
Amazing, that's who I am.
Ahmed.
Please welcome Miss Amaka Onyenokwe.
Young people deserve spaces that honor their differences as a strength and not something to be managed, but something that should be magnified. That's why when I heard about music meets animation, I didn't hesitate to say yes. This program speaks to everything that I believe in. It says you don't have to fit into a mold to make magic. Your rhythm, whether it's neurodivergent, it's visual, emotional, or sound-based, is not a limitation, it's your signature. We're not just teaching animation and music here. We're making room for new stories, new styles, new thinking, and inclusion. Inclusion is not just a favor or a buzzword, it's a framework. It's how we build better futures for all of us here today.
Because a lot of people don't think about individuals who don't have full abilities. And I find this program I'm interested in because it provides an opportunity for persons with different kinds of abilities, with learning disabilities, and I was very interested in that, so I thought it was nice. And then the aspects of creativity as well, because a lot of people who are on the spectrum or have learning disabilities typically are very highly creative, and I'm a creative junkie. So for me, I'm like, I need to be here. I need to find out what's going on. So that's why I'm here.
Now I'd like to invite our executive director here at TLIA, who is going to be putting us through what TLIA is, why we are here and what we do generally. So I'd like to invite Mrs. Bolanle Adewale to come and just tell us a little bit about this initiative.
We started in April of 2022, and between then and now, we've done several things, just trying to promote youth and inclusivity, youth empowerment and inclusivity, basically making sure that no one is left behind, and it's a hub for not just people with differences or additional needs. It's for every creative, anyone who feels. We have music. So there's music, there's animation, there is the hub upstairs, but yes, workstation where we just have different things. So you can just come there with your laptop and discover whatever it is that you feel like doing. You know, it's just a place where it's a safe, visual art. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to remember, visual art. So it's just a safe space for any creative who wants to explore. If you know what you want to do, fine. And even if you do not know what your creativity style or benchmark is, still come, and we just are here and we just help you grow. Ultimate goal is to fulfill their ultimate potential. We have partners locally and internationally. We've been doing this and we've been to different places. I think our biggest partner at this point in time is a place called Trefford Center. They're in Wisconsin, Fond du Lac in Wisconsin. They've been quite supportive. They do the sort of thing we do. They're the only ones we have discovered worldwide that do close to what we try to do here as well, and they've been very collaborative. We're actually going to them in a few weeks, and the goal is to benchmark what we do and for them to be able to guide us as well, because they've been doing it a long time. We're just starting to do it.
Before I would like to go to all of the details, I would love for you to see some certain things that are being done by Nigerians, people like you and I. So you would see the scale at which, animation is being done, most especially locally here in Nigeria, and the possibilities within. And then I'll go into the details to just bore you a little bit while you've had a couple of entertainment. Are we cool with that? Awesome.
Oh no, did you hear that? Probably nothing. I can usually tell when someone's in distress.
Kids, it started from the animation itself, the garbage boy. I found it funny. I'm a fan of cartoons naturally. Then, the sessions we had and the tour in general. I'm a creative myself, so it was quite fascinating for me.
It was lovely, very interesting. The movies I watched, in fact, I was sad that the last movie got cut short, but I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed myself so far.
So my favorite moment for today was pretty much interacting with everyone, seeing their reaction while they watched the short films that we showed, and them just being excited to know that those particular content and the quality that they saw were made by normal people like Nigerians, you and I. And it was really good feedback.
2 years ago, we got accredited by both the US and Canada. So we have our diploma program that we do, and the goal is pretty much to get talent ready for jobs, because we want to bring them into our pipelines. We have jobs we're doing, we have projects we're involved with, but not enough talent to take on those particular projects. So yeah, Magic Lab. So the goal for the school is pretty much building Africa's creative capacity in the animation industry. That's what we pretty much want to do. We want to be able to develop talents that go ahead to tell their own stories, tell African stories, introduce more studios, become better creative that can actually represent the continent in the global stage. And we're looking to do more of this particular training. We have one training right now happening in Enugu. We have one that will be starting in Akwa Ibom, and we're also excited to do this with TLIA. So I would encourage you, if you also know someone who you feel would fit into this program, we're excited to also hear from you.
Usually people who are creative in music have something with animation. That's something that they found out. So a lot of things also like voice acting. So again, because we're flexible around here, if somebody is not even going to follow through with the whole program, and they probably have a very good, they're very good with voice acting, we might just discover somebody who's fantastic in voice acting. And that's what they have to contribute. So for us here, it's all about animation and what you can contribute. Some people will need a diploma to go and look for work. Some people can create work for themselves. We'd like to have entrepreneurs that can create their own path here. And for us here, we're a non-profit organization, so we're not trying to get profit to share amongst the owners or directors. Is to keep things going. And hopefully, we collaborate with EDC, Pan-Atlantic University Enterprise Development Center. And I've been with them for the past 20 years. The way that programs are actually run is that they usually could find sponsors that would take a great percentage of whatever the fee is. But we are looking for sponsors that will be able to help, especially people who don't have the means, to get onto programs that are sponsored. So we're looking and hope that we can get sponsors. And there might be some small scholarships that may be available from individuals who want to support.
It was pretty eye-opening for me. I loved the part where the facilitators spoke about the amazing opportunities for animation, especially in the virtual reality and augmented reality industry.
I find it very interesting, and it's an interesting way to express yourself. So I basically wanted to go into it to express my fashion, to express my art. I love music, and animation is just a fantastic way to express oneself or to express your feeling or emotion at any point in time.
The fact that the program involves and is quite open to those living with traditional needs was what attracted me here. And I'll commend those that were able to think outside the box, because their work and their idea is very commendable.
The last word is just keep an eye on what's happening in TLIA and support the work being done here. Share about the course, let people know what's happening, and get people to donate to the cause that TLIA is doing. It's well worth it.